The United States says China has committed genocide in Xinjiang. Its human rights report says the Uyghurs are on target. More than 1 million of them were randomly put in jail. They were tortured. Men faced forced sterilization. Women were raped, forced into getting abortions, and then forced into labor. None of this is a secret. The world has known about all of this for a while now. The United States chose to release the report only last month. It then went on to slap sanctions on China, but that may not be enough. So Team Biden is considering another way to embarrass, perhaps punish China, boycotting the Winter Olympics in Beijing. They're scheduled for 2022. Will the US boycott the Games? Well, they're considering the possibility. We got the first hint on Tuesday when US State Department spokesperson Ned Price was holding a press conference. He said that Washington wants to discuss the possibility of joint boycott with allies.
And you seem to suggest on the Olympics that the U.S. is in consultations with allies discussing whether to consider or plan some sort of joint boycott. Is that the case?
Well, it is something that we certainly wish to discuss, and that it is certainly something that we understand that a coordinated approach will be not only in our interest, but also in the interests of our allies and partners. So this is one of the issues that is on the agenda, both now and going forward. And when we have something to announce, we will be sure to do that.
He couldn't have been clearer. The US will sound out its allies, perhaps ask them to withdraw from the Games. The statement created quite a stir, so much so that the State Department had to come up with a clarification. It said there has been no discussion about a joint boycott with allies. What it did not say was that there will be no such discussion in the days ahead. And this is enough to raise the hackles of Beijing. So China deployed Zhao Lijian to respond, the wolf warrior in chief. What did he say? He said America is politicizing the Winter Olympics. Listen in.
If the US insists on ignoring the real truth and facts and deliberately uses lies to smear and attack China, this will certainly be doomed to fail. Not only will it damage America's own reputation and interests, but it will also definitely encounter the firm opposition of the Chinese people and a strong response from China.
Is this an overreaction? Not in the least. The call for boycotting Beijing Olympics is not new. Last year in September, more than 160 human rights groups spoke out against China. They wanted the International Olympic Committee, or the IOC, to revoke the Winter Olympic Games from China. Then in October, Uyghur rights groups met the IOC. They shared stories of detainees. They told the Olympic Committee about human rights abuses in Xinjiang and also what's happening in Tibet and Hong Kong. The demand was the same: take the Olympic Games out of Beijing. How did the IOC respond? Not very favorably. According to one Uyghur representative, their concerns were quote-unquote completely dismissed. Zumbrite Arki of the World Uyghur Congress says that the IOC is hiding behind political neutrality and that the committee is willing to host, and I'm quoting again, genocidal Olympic Games. The pressure is mounting not just on China and the International Olympics Committee, but also on the sponsors. Companies like Visa and Coca-Cola, they are the Olympic partners for this event, and they're facing criticism. Another sponsor is Airbnb. It is facing tough questions. It is being asked why it is providing lodging in a country that has concentration camps for Uyghurs. For big sponsors, this is a test of their corporate social responsibility. But exiting is not going to be easy. Any boycott is sure to invite a backlash from China. Ask H&M and Nike. They've faced a state-engineered boycott in China. That's because they said that they won't buy cotton from Xinjiang. Moral of the story, boycotting China is not easy. China is going to fight back, but it cannot fight everyone. So the boycott must be a joint effort. How can the world do it? The Eurasia Group is a political risk consultancy firm, and it has put together a report. It has listed 3 ways in which the world can boycott the Winter Games in China. Number 1, a diplomatic boycott. That's something that the US has hinted at. America could join could be joined by at least one other major Western country and boycott the Games in China. The Eurasia Group says that this is the most likely scenario with a 60% probability. The report says the likely participants in such a boycott could be the United States, of course, Canada, the UK and Australia. Some European countries could also join according to them. Possibility number 2, an athletic boycott. What does that mean? One or more Western countries could stop their athletes from participating in the games. They could consider an economic boycott as well, with a ban on US spectators or broadcasters or sponsors. So basically, this option is about discouraging any form of participation at home. And the probability of this happening is 30% according to the Eurasia Group. The final option is an outlier scenario. This one rules out a boycott. Instead, countries could just issue quote-unquote mild political statements about the games. The Eurasia Group says there is only a 10% chance of this happening. So will the Beijing Olympics be boycotted? Well, we'll have to wait for an answer. Have Olympic Games been boycotted in the past? The answer is yes. The last time this happened was in 1980. That's when the US had led a diplomatic boycott against Moscow, the then Soviet Union. And this was over the Soviet invasion of Afghanistan in 1979. A total of 65 countries had refused to participate in the Games. Today, if America chooses to take a stand against China and withdraws its athletes from the Winter Games, there's a good chance that many more countries will follow suit. WION is now available in your country. Download the app now and get all the news on the move.